Kala na janati, kala na janati, Mahakara Yogeshwara Kala Kala Yogeshwara Kala Kala. Welcome to Mahashivratri 2023. It's our President of India here with us. Namaskaram, ma'am. And His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu with us, and also the Honorable Minister of Information Technology and Digital Services of Tamil Nadu State. Namaskaram, sir, please. Ellarukku vanakkam. Enge Tamilalar? Mahashivratri 2023 எல்லாத்துக்கு மிக பெரும். In the legend of 112 feet tall, in recognition of the 112 methods or ways, or in today's language, technologies that he offered for the subjective well-being of the human being. He offered this in three different ways. For his very studious disciples, the seven sages who are today celebrated as the Saptarishis, he expounded the science and technology of it. This exposition of yoga or the yogic sciences, exploring the nature of the human subjectivity and also exploring the nature of the creation. She was so intrigued and saw how these seven sages were going through indescribable experiences. Then she came and said, "I also want to know this, teach me." So Shiva said, "You don't bother about this, you come sit on my lap." She said, "That's not what I seek, I want to know." He said, "It's all right, come and sit." When she came and sat on his lap, he pulled her in and made her one half of himself. That is why he's Ardhanari, half man, half woman, or the other. It is for all of us, because we have a third group of people who always happening to everybody, why are we missing out, what about us? He said, "You don't bother about learning, nor do I have to take you on my lap. You just drink of me." And they went wild with ecstasies. So here we have a small technologically advanced show which will be projected upon the Adiyogi, which is popular here as Divya Darshanam. This 12-minute show will depict these three ways in which yoga or the yogic sciences was conveyed to three different groups of people, or in other methods are always as per the requirement of the person who sits in front of us. We don't subscribe to any particular philosophy, ideology or belief system. It is… we will… the chairs.
112-foot Adiyogi at Isha Yoga Center. Unparalleled contribution to humanity and attracts thousands of visitors every day. In 2020, it received the prestigious We now bring to you the Adiyogi Divya Darshanam.
Before 15,000 years ago, no one knew. When his ecstasy allowed him some movement, when intensity peaked, he became utterly still. People saw that he was experiencing dimensions that no one had ever known or able to fathom. His ecstasy and intensity allowed him to transcend his physical form. Witnessing an individual human in union with the cosmos, they called him a yogi, as he was the first one, the Adiyogi. When his stillness lasted for years on end, only 7 seekers remained, as they could not tear themselves away from him. He expounded 112 methods of attainment, offering his disciples access to the deepest innards of creation. In his unbridled wild hair, profundity and magnificence, a vision of the unfathomable mysteries of the universe, a most overwhelming vision the sages and Devi Parvati had ever witnessed. Seeing Adiyogi reveling in ecstatic states, said, "I want to have what you have." Adiyogi absorbed her and made her a part of ideal man, where one half of him is woman. Seeing the splendor of this magnificent union, Ghanas, Adiyogi said, "Just drink of me," which drove them into intoxicated raptures. Seven sages, the Saptarishis, took the sacred science of yoga in all its forms to human habitations across the planet, which turned into crucibles of civilization. This spectacular being is not of the past, but the future of humanity. To move humanity from hallucinations of ups and downs to nameless ecstasies of one's interiority. Mahadev, Mahadevaya Namaha, Mahadevaya Namaha.
Attempt to get the chairs. Make the announcement.
Vidyarthi Vasudevji, Minister for IT from the state government, blessed today. Earlier in the day, I had the good fortune of before the Mother Goddess for the well-being of all. I feel blessed to be here on the holy occasion of Mahasivaratri in the presence of Adi Yogi. I am sure you too, like me, are feeling the special vibrations of this ambience. We are sensing a form of energy flowing through us that makes the whole cosmos alive. I was only last week, that was I in Varanasi, the first of all, the abodes of the god. In the Kashi Vishwanath temple and in the Kalbhairavi temple, in the end of December, Mallikarjun Swami at Sri Sailam. And now I am here in the Dakhin Kailash, another abode of Swayambhu Lord Shiva. We refer to Lord Shiva as Father, as Shiv Baba, yet he also appears in the form of Adi Narishwar, half male and half female. It points what we call life so beautifully in Eve, Shiva, and realization and liberation, which can also be called Mukti, Moksha, or Nirvana. Various traditions around the world, the wisdom of Gyan to be the guiding light on any of these paths. Whether a seeker is a devotee of a person god or a Jnani, seeking taking refuge in Lord Shiva is sure to lead to the objective. In the same way, Lord Shiva is a dead householder, a family man like most of us, but he is also a sannyasi who has renounced everything and dwells in cremation grounds of 8 of mountains. He is the first yogi, the Adi Yogi, and he is also the first Jnani. Grammar system, one of the tallest intellectual achievements of humankind. Lord Shiva, as the name implies, is a benevolent deity, and yet in countless myths, he is also depicted the ultimate fearsome deity, as revealed in another name for him, Rudra. This might be why both Lord Rama and Ravana worshipped him. This is why he is the symbol of both kinds of energies, creative and destructive. He indeed transcends such found on the hill not far from here. What can we mortal do before a god like Jeff? That is what I meant when I began this address with the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. Adi Shankaracharya wanted us to know and realize the eternal Shiva within all of us. He says in his melodious Nirmala Shastakam, No me mutta sanka, no me jatir bhedo, pita neva, meneva mata na janma, no bandhur, no mitram, guru neva, sishya, chidananda rupam, sivaham, sivaham. It means I have no fear of death, no caste or creed. I have no father, no mother, for I was never born. I am not a relatives, nor a friend, nor a teacher, or a student. I am the form of consciousness and bliss. I am the eternal Shiva. To the non-believers, all of this may sound like a matter of belief and myth. However, it is astounding that modern science has also begun to walk new ground, atomic particles. They found tracking lines very similar to the movement of a dancing Shiva, a Nataraj as depicted in traditional sculptures. What I am stating is, a list was an agnostic too, but he understood that supreme phenomenon called Lord Shiva very well. In an essay titled Ram and Krishna and Shiva, he wrote in 1956, while Rama and Krishna led human lives, Shiva was without birth and is without end. Like God, he is infinite. But unlike God, his life consists of events in time and many landmarks, and he is therefore more non-dimensional than God. He is perhaps the only non-dimensional myth or concept known to men. There is certainly none other than that can reach him in this respect uncut. Fellow seekers, today is Mahashivratri, which in most parts of India marks the end of winter and beginning of sunny days. Mahashivratri thus also marks the end of darkness, the darkness of ignorance, and opens the path of enlightenment. For those in search of higher ideals of life, today is an especially significant occasion. We also have of modern times Sadhguruji, more than the boast, to propagate the teachings of our past masters in all corners of the world. Countless people, especially young from India and abroad, have found in him the inspiration to make spiritual progress. Moreover, Sadhguruji has been teaching us about our social responsibility too, through his words as well as action. Today, the world demand is also facing an unprecedented compassionate life in harmony with Mother Nature and all its created children was never felt so pressing as it does today. May this Mahashivratri dispel darkness inside us and lead us all to more fulfilling and flourishing life. I wish we happy fun journey on this path. As this saying goes, may the spiritual light of Mahashivratri brighten our paths every single day in our lives. Jai Hind.
Our deep gratitude to Madam President of India. And please, this is a day. This is not of belief. This is not about going to heaven. This is not about seeking solace. This is a day for everyone to commit themselves to become genuine seekers. You can become a genuine seeker and see how much do you know of the world that you live in, how much do you know of the being that you are. If you look at this, you will see what you know, if you know something, would be a minuscule. When you realize, I do not know, you're a natural seeker. This has been the culture of this nation. We are different kinds of people. Every 50 kilometers, we were never believers. Seekers of what? Seekers of truth, seekers of solutions for life, both outside and inward. Not wanting to believe something, but solutions for life today and for the deeper life that is within us, which is the very source of life. And it's our great pleasure to have the President get all of you to say Om Namah Shivaya, which you failed. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. These 5 syllables of this mantra represent the 5 fantastic geometry of sounds. If one learns to use this, it will unhinge you from all those things which keep you hanging in life. all those things that you're swinging from, it'll unhinge you from all that to go on a straight path towards inner development, towards a blissful existence, not of ups and downs, but always soaked in bliss, so that the process of life is never burdensome in your experience. The process of life is never burdensome in your experience, especially at a time like this, which Madam President also referred to, when the World Health Organization is talking about a mental health pandemic. It's manifesting in so many different ways. In the last 3 years, at least you learned the meaning of the word pandemic. That means in this crowd, if there are 100 people who got some problem, by tomorrow morning, everybody will have it. That is a pandemic. But we are talking about a mental health pandemic. That means if there are 100 people with some problem like that, in certain period of time, everybody will get it. That's what it means. Because subjectivity of human beings are very connected. We are not bringing subjectivity of a human being, we are moving towards